How about this?
That should work.
Okay, but just be careful. That's my Beanie Baby collection.
What's going on, y'all? It's Liam Crowley with ScreenRant. I'm here at New York Comic Con, and I'm stoked because I'm now joined by Mr. Adrian Chase himself, Freddie Stroma. Freddie, it's so good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. Thanks for having me.
Congrats, Peacemaker Season 2. No more secrets left to keep.
Yeah, that's nice. It's nice, relaxing. I don't have anything to spoil.
When we spoke at the junket, they had already sent me the first 5 episodes, and even with the knowledge of 5/8 of the season, every time we would talk about a spoiler topic, I would leave the room and they'd be like, and you can't reveal that until this day. And I'm like, now it's like, the chains are off.
Yeah.
We've made it through the season. So with that being said, this series being a weekly release, I think is such a luxury because you get to follow the fan anticipation, get to see that momentum build and build and build. I want to start with episode 6.
Okay.
How did it feel to see the reaction to the big twist of Earth X and just know we're going to go in an even crazier direction in the next 2 weeks?
I mean, it was cool. I mean, I'm not really online, so I don't know what the reaction was, but it was just nice knowing that it was out there because it was such a secret at the time. I feel like they even said even some cast members might not know about it. Like they did not want anyone knowing about it. So it was just nice to know that it was out there and people could enjoy it.
Yeah, there were well-guarded secrets in this season because I didn't even know that we were going to see Rick Flag Jr. until our friend Joel Kinnaman popped up, and I was like,
Yep.
Oh my goodness, they've kept a lot quite secret. Getting to play 2 versions of Vigilante.
Yeah.
How fun was that?
That was a lot of fun. Big shout out to Kellen Boyle. He was my scene partner in that. Fantastic actor who graciously came in and did the scenes with me, and he's the unsung hero because he was just fantastic in it. We would shoot both sides, this dialogue that's questions back and forth, and we'd switch, and he never skipped a beat. He watched anything I did and fine-tuned to exactly how I would do it, so my coverage would make sense when we turn around. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. We blasted through those scenes and just had a really good time.
You said you're not really online. Are you aware that you're a meme right now, though? Permission to swear? Can I curse just once this weekend? Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, that. So memes are things that move and you can hear them, right?
Well, they used to be static with just block text on the top and bottom, but now people like to react to things on the internet and in group chats with a clip out of context from a TV show or movie.
Oh, okay.
I have a whole folder on my phone. I made it when I had no service on a long flight one time. I'm like, I'm gonna go through all my screen recordings and organize them for proper group chat reactions. Right. I've now added Adrian Chase going, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, that was a fun line to say. I also like that they pushed in with the camera as well. It kind of really helped with the change. I enjoyed saying it. That's as much as I know about the line, though. Yeah.
That other version of Vigilante, I feel like they're cut from a similar cloth. The different variants we have, if they're called variants, they called variants in the DC world.
I don't know what we've been
alternate iterations.
Alternate and X. What did I say?
The Earth X version, I think is fair to say.
Yeah.
Either way, we have some ones that are stark contrasts from the ones that exist in the proper DC universe, but the 2 Vigilantes get along really well because it seems like they're cut from the same cloth, and we didn't get to explore too much of what Vigilante is up to in that world.
Yeah.
We know he's involved with a group called the Sons of Liberty.
Yeah.
Are you privy to what that history is? Was it kind of built in yourself?
No, I mean, I know as much as you guys know. He's trying to fight the Nazi oppressors, being a good guy, unlike someone he may have killed who was turning a blind eye to it. So just trying to defend my character there. That's kind of all I know.
He's ruthless.
Yeah.
Some of the kills, and I think it was episode 7 when he just he gets hit once and he turns around and just unloads a full clip. I don't remember.
There's a cop that shoots. I didn't do many of my stunts, but that one they had me I was doing it, and you have to drop down to your knee, and I would do it multiple times quite quickly, and I was like, let's get that knee pad in now. But yeah, you kind of turn around and shoot him, and then I think Vig 2, maybe that was Vig 2. Yeah, Vig 2 then goes in and just unloads into that guy. He's pretty vicious. That and the next time is pretty, just comes out of nowhere.
All the Vigilantes are fairly vicious.
Yeah.
Let's talk a bit about the season finale here. The big reveal that James had been teasing for a while that's going to propel the DC universe quite forward is the founding of Checkmate, that organization. I know you said you got no more secrets left to give, so maybe this is pure speculation, but is the future in a Peacemaker season 3 or a Checkmate spin-off series?
No idea.
Which do you think would be more fun?
I don't know. I don't. I mean, I feel like they would probably be similar things because it's kind of the same group. But we literally, when we filmed that, we didn't know anything about Checkmate. So when he pans up, that was put in post. So we did not know any of this. James kept all of this very secret. So I was kind of, I didn't really know much about, I still don't know what it is really, but.
It's an organization in the comics, and they're kind of like an offshoot of Argus. And from my knowledge, from my research of it, it seems like they're the ones who are trying to mop up the shadier stuff that Argus is up to.
Okay.
So I'm sure I'm going to get torn to shreds in the comments for not knowing all the little intricacies, but
actually,
they're one of those organizations that seems to be smaller crew, less cooks in the kitchen, like the 11th Street Kids, and seems a little bit more narrow focused on doing some good. On that note, though, I mean, it's funny to say that a Checkmate spinoff hypothetically would be an ensemble piece because Peacemaker feels like an ensemble piece. Mm-hmm. Like, would you echo that? Like, even though it's led by Cena, it feels like everyone gets their own like runtime with their own.
Yeah, no, it feels. I mean, John's definitely kind of leading the way, but it is. The group, the 11th Street Kids, I mean, it feels ensemble. It feels like an ensemble, and we're all just, we're family now. That's just how it feels. It's hard to not see it that way.
Yeah. You had an event last night with a screening of the season finale.
Yes.
Was that your first time watching it?
Yes, that was my first time watching it.
I ask this because I just spoke with the Tron cast not too long ago, and one of the biggest aspects of that film is the score. And I'm like, you guys had no idea because it wasn't playing on set. It's all added in post-production, which is obvious. But still, when music is that much of a character, it always shocks me that the people playing the characters on screen don't get to meet the music until the episodes actually air. So with that in mind, there were like 18 needle drops in the season finale. There was a lot of music. Was that all new to you when it screened for the first time?
Yes and no. James is... He gives us a lot of music. Sometimes he plays the music on set. It's different. He's different with it. And I think I knew that because I think he writes it into the script. Because I think I remember pressing play when I was reading the scripts for the episodes for the first time. Because I think he has it so you kind of get that tone. Because I knew they kept saying like 10,000 times, "F my heart" in the in the A. I was like, wait, this sounds familiar. And they just kept saying it over and over again. And I was like, I have heard this before. So that's the only place I would have heard it. So I'm pretty sure I listened to it while I was reading the episodes. But obviously when you're on set, you kind of,
I have a really funny anecdote to connect to that with, but I would curse way too many times for this to be put on YouTube. So I will share this afterwards. It has no value to our audience either. So that just made me think of something funny though. With the future of Vigilante, you obviously don't know if there's going to be a Peacemaker season 3, if there's going to be a Checkmate spinoff. Are there places you want to take the characters you want to interact with? And I bring this up too, because one Lex Luthor was in this season and he only gets to share the screen with one man, Frank Grillo. Yeah. So when you see stuff like that, seeing these big name DC characters popping by and Vigilante is a couple blocks away, does it make you want to just have that interaction?
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to work with any of these guys. They're all so talented. I love the Superman cast. And so I don't really know a lot of the rest of the DC universe because it hasn't come out yet. But I think Adrian's such an oddball that I think anyone will be entertaining.
He feels like DC's Deadpool.
A couple of people have said
and
that.
I mean that in the highest compliment because Deadpool can be inserted into any franchise.
Right.
And it just makes sense. And I feel like Vigilante, if he popped up in Lanterns, I'd be like, okay, let me follow this. And then your performance, I'd be like, okay, that makes sense.
Well, thank you. I don't know. That's a high compliment because Deadpool's incredible. I don't think I'm up there. But it would be... Anyone. I mean, honestly, just seeing that we kind of improv a scene, which I thought was not actually going to be, you weren't going to hear the dialogue. I thought it was just going to be over a montage, but me with Tim Meadows is too funny. And so I was laughing at all of our lines and I didn't think they had anything usable, but I thought it was in a montage, so I thought it was okay. But then I realized they actually used it. seeing those two, it was only as I watched it as an audience member, I was like, oh, their interaction's kind of fascinating because Flurry's odd, and so is Adrian. So I don't know. I think more interactions with him would be fun.
What's funny too is I bring up the Lex Luthor cameo. He got pretty rated R with his dialogue in Peacemaker compared to where he was in Superman. Do you think a character like Vigilante, I feel like it's easier to go from PG to R when you insert some curse words and some crude humor? Do you think Vigilante would still work as well if we dialed him back a bit and PG-ified him?
Oh yeah, for sure. You just have to get rid of the swear words. He can still be just as obnoxious and, how he is with his mum or whatever else. You just get rid of the swear words. I think it would work.
Sometimes I find it more funny because you have to be a little bit more creative with the humor.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Whenever I've seen, actually, I think Deadpool has only ever been in R-rated projects.
Yeah.
But he appears in some cartoons, not Ryan's version.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is really clever that you're able to still find comedy here without relying on something that seems so unique and tied to his DNA as a character, which is the cursing.
Yeah. There's a lot with Peacemaker in general being R-rated and a lot of cursing and the rest of it. But I do think a lot of, I don't know how many of my lines were with swearing or not. I guess there is quite a lot of swearing, but I think it's doable. I love comedians who can be clean and find the comedy and do it that way, because it's ultimately, I think that's the purest comedy and the hardest comedy. So yeah, I'm always up for that.
Yeah, John Mulaney is one of my favorite comedians, and his is all just like around the house kind of stories, just like there's an elephant, or what's the horse in a hospital.
Yeah, he's incredible.
I'll wrap with some questions about Cena. It seems like you guys are such great scene partners on screen. I always love hearing the set stories of like him always learning things. Like he's proficient in Mandarin Chinese.
Yeah.
Learning classical piano. Like so cool. And growing up, he was my hero. Like when I was 10 years old, you can't see me. I was going to all the events. He's on the retirement tour right now. Have you had the chance to see him wrestle?
I have not, no.
You got 5 chances left.
That's it?
5 dates. Yep.
Wow, okay. Maybe we've got to fit it in somehow.
Do you come to New York a lot?
When I can, yeah. I'm in Georgia, so
MSG in late November, I think.
Late November, okay. Yeah, he's never not doing something. So I don't know what part of the world he's in now, but he's always, if he's not wrestling, he's acting, he's presenting, he's very difficult to pin down.
Yeah, he's a busy man, booked and busy. I was going to ask if you're on the wrestling front, who you think his last opponent should be, but do you know too much about the roster?
I do not. No, I don't know anything about wrestling, so I wouldn't be great with that.
December 13th, Washington, D.C. That's the final match. So
D.C., okay.
That is the deadline.
Man,
if Vigilante's going to be front row cheering on Buddy Chris Smith.
Yeah, the pressure's on now, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea I'm completely out of the wrestling world.
Either way, you're very involved in the DC world. We're excited to see what the future holds for Vigilante. And even if it's a question mark for now, we got 2 great seasons to look back on fondly. Congrats on the rollout of season 2. Congrats on a successful season finale. And I hope we get to see more of Vigilante down the line.
Me too. I'll play this character forever. I love it.
Awesome. Enjoy your Comic-Con. I hope you get to see some cosplay around here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.